And we're live. Hello, guys. It's your Chris Sock once again coming to you live from New York. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from New York, from wherever you are watching from. And today is Friday, the 6th of March, and it's 8:35 here in New York. And with me, I'm being joined by two women online entrepreneurs who are going to share their journey in the world of online business. Okay, both of them are Filipinas and they are currently residing in Florida, USA. So please welcome my guests for tonight. We have Johnny Orlin and Alchel. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Alchel. Good evening.
Hi!
Hello.
Uh, all
Good
right.
evening, may gabi.
All right, Gabe, please greet our audience. Let's start with Johnny or Len.
Hi everyone, may gabi sa inyong tanan. Good evening to all of you. And thank you so much, Kuya Sok, for inviting us to your beautiful live events for tonight. And yes, my name is Jenny Kraponic, Jenny Lynn Kraponic. So my Facebook page is Lynn Kraponic. Make it shorter because my name is super long. And I actually work today as a nurse, 12-hour shift. So just got home. I made sure that I have my time for this live at 8:30 p.m. So yes, guys, I'm also a digital business owner and a mentor in this community where we help each other up and grow and start your own digital business. And currently I'm here in Florida, but I was born and raised all the way in Philippines. Lapu-Lapu, guys. Taga-Upon. Where's
Well,
Angel?
okay. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Jenny, for that very generous introduction. So we have Alchil back into the panel. She was disconnected for a bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes things like that happen. All right,
Mhm.
Alchil, welcome back. So say hi to our audience.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Sock. And hi, Jenny. Oh, my goodness. You're
Hi,
so
Angel.
beautiful and handsome today. Oh, my
Thank
goodness.
you.
So, hello, everybody. I am Alchel, coming from originally from the Philippines, now living in Florida, a Gen X mom of two Gen Alpha kids. Um, Full time nurse here and still busy as a mom, and also now a digital owner.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Alcho, for that generous introduction of yourself. So, Jenny and Orlen and Alcho are going to share their journey, their story as online business owners. And and I'm sure you will be inspired by their story and will give you will stir your curiosity in learning about the business. All right. So, let's get the ball rolling. So, I would like to start sharing their story. Jenny?
Start?
Bato bato pick.
Okay. Jenny, would you like to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay. All right.
So, yes, I came here immigrants from the Philippines, no? So, I truly love mathematics, so I
Mhm,
wanted to become something with maths, like at least, the CPA or
mhm,
accounting, diba?
mhm,
But when I came here in United States, most of the people that I encountered, they said, "Oh, if you want fast job,
mhm,
go for medical field." I said, "Oh
mhm,
no, I don't want a medical field." But they said just try once, and if you
mhm,
don't like it, you can quit and go to the things that you want. So
mhm,
then, of course, I went in and I fall in love with it. I thought
mhm,
the job can support everything you need. So I started as a
Mhm.
CNA, and then it seems like my body worn out, my
mhm,
time losing. It's like everything is just not enough. Like it's different. It's worn you
mhm,
out. Wala gihapon tay kwarta yan. Nagsuporta ta sa atong pamilya. Back
Mhm.
home, eldest man
mhm,
ko. So I am the breadwinner of the family, supporting my five people in the Philippines. So, yes, CNA is not enough, so I pursue my dreams in a nursing. So I got my husband with me in the background supporting my career. And so bisan sa kalisod, we're always blessed with someone supporting us, diba?
Mhm.
So one time, I was seeing all those people that earn six figures, and I am always a dreamer since before. I'm always a dreamer. I'm ambitious. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm a goal-driven person. So
Mhm.
now, currently, right now, I'm actually in a nursing practitioner class. I
Mhm.
just started for my master. And but by the way, well back to where I was in school for nursing. I was
Mhm.
looking for something that I want to earn that six figures income.
Mhm.
How do they do that? So oh my gosh, because I'm already have school as a nursing before I started my nursing career, nursing school. I'm working as a CNA, and between clinicals and other stuff is no more time. So I said like there must have a way. So I start
Yeah.
looking. I start like brainstorming with my husband. I was
Mhm.
like, there must be a way. I need to figure that out. The next day after that, I found Elaine. Elaine just popped up right in my Facebook cell phone. And she said, "Do you want some, and six to an infinite figure, flexible, global?" And then she's like, "Sika is tanan." So with a very beautiful dress. And I said, like, "Oh my God, I can see myself like that." So, na-curious ko. So that's how I got introduced to the business.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so you're referring to Coach
And
Elaine,
best
right?
part of the story. Huh?
Are you referring to a Coach Elaine?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's like doing great in this business.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she
Yes.
is. All right,
Yes.
so Jenny, like you're a very driven person, very positive, and
Yes.
you're a dreamer. That's what you said, and it's
Mhm.
free to dream. All right,
Yes.
it's okay to dream, and you have a very strong why. Your family back home, the Philippines,
Yes.
okay, and your drive and your uh, being a positive person and that personality of being on the go, you really fit
Mhm.
into the business, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I would like to say that you really are in the right community,
Yes.
isn't it?
That's
Right?
right. Yes. And I'm so blessed that I
Yeah.
met that business. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Jenny. So let's move on to
Okay.
Alchel. What's your story, Alchel? Gusto mo itong
Hi,
istoryahan
Doc
sa
and Jenny. Yes, my story is a little bit long, but I'm gonna
Well,
condense it.
it's okay.
It's
Just say
okay.
it.
So it all started. As everybody knows, I'm an eldest daughter of
Mhm.
two. So we're just me, my mom, my sister, and I. So
Mhm.
we all left the Philippines. We all left what we know. We sold our house and everything and came to America, right? Because they said there's greener pastures here in America. And
Mhm.
then, and then when we came here, we didn't have any house. We didn't have any, how do you say this, furnitures. So
Mhm.
and then it was my first time going to, scourge
Mhm.
furniture. Kana bang mangita sa basura o your sofa, your
Right.
lamp.
That-
Yeah, so I
that's
really experienced. I haven't experienced that in the Philippines, but here in America, and then I really saw my mother, father, kayod jud kalabaw, three jobs. I worked in Walmart. I
Mhm.
worked in makahilak kong butay. I worked in,
It's
how do you
okay.
say this,
Right.
McDonald's,
Mhm.
Tarjay, all that, and Publix. So I
Mhm.
worked I worked there with my mom and my sister while my dad was being ano sa tawag ano ay kanang magtulak og stretcher orderly
Mhm.
in the hospital. So and then fast forward, they told me, I worked three jobs. I studied my nursing. I was already a nurse in the Philippines when I came here, but I have to take the NCLEX.
Mhm.
So and then I have to like how to say this, study hard, because if I don't pass the NCLEX, I'm not gonna be a nurse,
Mhm.
right? So, and after that, having three jobs, studying, I failed. I failed my NCLEX exam. I did not get what I'm supposed to do. I feel that I failed my family and stuff. My mom and my dad go lisod jud ang kinabuhi dito sa America. Everybody thinks na in America we have, trees, money grows on trees. But makahilak ay grabe.
It's okay, Alchel. It's okay. Right?
Um yeah, they
Just let it out.
we think that money grows on trees, but dili jud na siya. So, um sorry. Lisod jud ang kinabuhi diri sa America. So,
Take your time, Alchel. It's okay. Just let it out. Then take your time.
after sa after ana, I studied harder. I got into a graduate nurse.
Mhm.
I was the secretary of a director of nursing.
Mhm.
And then mga buot, there's a lot of angels here in America who
Mhm.
will help you, lift you up, right? So, and I'm really so grateful to that director of nursing and her assistant. So salamat jud kaayo. That director of nursing already passed away, but she really helped me grow, and she really told me, no, you have to study hard. You have to get your nursing so you can help your family.
Mhm.
So, and then I took my exam. I did pass
Mhm.
with the help of a lot of people, um with a lot of help. So the lami jud kaayo, it's really nice to get your NCLEX, to pass your NCLEX moving forward, right?
Mhm.
That's moving forward. Um and then after that, how do you say this? I got a job, my first job in the hospital.
Mhm.
And they my parents always told me, study hard, get your nursing. But the truth is, I really don't want to be a nurse. I
Mhm.
want to be an engineer. So, but I really have to swallow my dreams and my goals, because um I'm the eldest daughter. I have to provide. I have to help my family. And then after that, um I just said, you know what, Lord, if this is for me, you're gonna give me this job. You're gonna give me nursing. So I became a nurse,
Mhm.
and I love helping people. But during the pandemic, fast forward,
Mhm.
the money was good, but there was no time. Wala jay time, and then you don't see your family, and then everybody was dying. So I kind of like went into depression.
Mhm.
And then thinking about, what if I die? What will happen to my kids? At that time when I met my husband, we were trying to have kids.
Mhm.
It took us a long time to have kids. And then suddenly, I had two kids, two
Mhm.
C-sections. And then during the pandemic, that is where I found myself, having, how do you say this? Sa ba tawag ani?
Breakdown.
Um, yeah, a breakdown. I was really in the lowest of my low, because
Mhm.
one of my friends, a travel nurse, she was pregnant. During the pandemic, she gave birth, and then she was working as a travel nurse. Money was good. There was
Mhm.
no problem. The only thing is time wise. And then she died. My friend died, and then she left that baby. And then that's like really occurred to me, spread out to me, you know what if I die? What will happen to my kids? What will happen to, I had two C-sections. What will happen to the sacrifices I made? What will happen to my family, my husband?
Mhm.
So it was really all about time and, that quality time with family. And and that time during the pandemic, I really went to the lowest of my low,
Mhm.
rock bottom, basically. Now, the what if really, how do you say that belief, worry, anxiety, and worry about death, what will happen to me? And then suddenly, and then I told myself and my husband, I said, I think I need another job. That was like my way out of nursing
Mhm.
at that time. So I've been scrolling. I did not sleep. I've been scrolling on
Mhm.
Facebook, internet, everything, all the social media. It's like, what job is there for me? You know, during the pandemic, and then I saw this ad of a beautiful American lady, and she was like, um, I you can have all the time you want, time for family, uh, travel, vacation, time with your husband.
Mhm.
And then no selling required, no bugging friends and family. No,
Mhm.
you don't have to call anyone, bother anyone. With this thing, you can have everything, freedom, time and stuff like that. I was like,
Mhm.
what is this? So I was so curious, but then, being skeptical me, I'm not
Mhm.
trusting me, trusting anybody. I don't
Mhm.
trust really fast. So I was like, okay, you know what, Lord? So I put down my phone, I prayed, I told God, Lord, if this is for me, whatever is this job, if this is for me, then send me a person who will explain this thing to me. So after that, I scrolled back again, keep scrolling, and then for some reason, God showed me Jenny's
Mhm.
ad.
Oh, okay.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so Jenny was her ad was so simple. I did not even know that that was an ad. She was
Mhm.
sitting together with her husband. They were telling their story, same thing that she's saying right now.
Mhm.
And how do you say this? She was just saying, you want more time freedom, travel freedom, and more time with your, especially the one that hit me, more time with your kids, more
Mhm.
time with your husband. Because me and my husband, we only said, before the pandemic and during pandemic, we always say hi and hello and goodbye because we do shiftings, wala may
Mhm.
katabang there sa America, and we cannot pay
Mhm.
for a helper. Oh my goodness, that's like $300 to $400 extra, out of your salary. So,
Exactly. Mhm.
and then what she's saying is so good. I was like, my goodness, Lord, if only I have that kind of money, and I can first um, pay off whatever debt, and then I can, how to say this, have like extra money for to build my kids
Mhm.
educational fund, because my kids, they want to be doctors, and I said, I
Mhm.
I don't know where to get that money. And I was like, only $50, Lord, to $100, I can start my kids educational fund. Although, also what killed me during the pandemic and before that, um, we enrolled our kids to extracurricular activities like
Exactly. Mhm.
piano, jazz, ballet, all over. And then we don't have extra fund for savings and stuff like that. So I was like, if only I can have extra, that like extra $50 to 300, $400.
Mhm.
So, and then she said, okay, if you are willing to, if this is for you, Jenny was saying, if this is for you, then go ahead and register. It's like, what is this? So I
Mhm.
did register without even second guessing anything and myself. So I registered, and then after that, everything is history. 4 years now in the
Oh.
business.
Mhm.
And then 4 years in I've seen the beauty of this business. That extra money that
Mhm.
we are all praying for, that we are all, how do you say this? That sometimes some of us cannot sleep because that what if we have extra, $50 to
Mhm.
$400 to whatever $1,000. That is really true in this business, because after that, like a few weeks, I received my paychecks.
Oh,
Oh
that's
Mhm.
my
great.
goodness. I was like, oh my gosh, I can start my kids' educational fund now. And until
Mhm.
now, that checks are paying my kids' educational fund.
I see. That's great. Okay,
So it's so
also,
good.
so it was Jenny who introduced you to the business, right?
Uh, it was
Yes.
Jenny's ad, yes,
Yeah, yes. So, but
that
first,
I was
you,
attracted to.
yeah, yeah. You were first was you saw it first from another
I
person.
Mhm.
s- yeah, I saw the ad first from another person, but
Mhm.
I didn't know her because I was skeptical. So
Okay.
it is okay to be skeptical. It is okay to question, yourself on whatever you see in the social media or on the online world. But
Mhm.
at that time, I was like, it's good. You do your research and
Mhm.
stuff like that. You ask people around. That's okay. But the only wonderful thing is when you believe in something, there is that gut. How do you say it?
Yes.
Gut
Mhm.
feeling. So I
Mhm.
have that gut feeling that this is right for me. And I really thought after signing up, right? And then I was like, I told my husband, what is this? What am I
Mhm.
looking at? What am I reading? What are these videos? So I said,
Mhm.
if this is a job, it might be for me because God showed me this. And I
Mhm.
was like, okay, okay, Lord, okay. So and then during my pre-coaching call, I thought that was a job interview. Like, am I hired now? No, seriously. It was Miss Mary who did my
Yes, Coach
coaching call,
Mary. Mhm.
and then Coach Mary was like, "This is hard." And
Mhm.
every time she does this, she warned me already that this is going to be hard. It is not easy. And in
Mhm.
my mind, I was like, well, nothing really is easy. Look at my journey. Look at where we came from. We came
Correct.
from the Philippines. We had nothing. We built our lives there. And then we put it down. We sold everything down to the
Mhm.
silver that we have, the plates, the china, the
Mhm.
beautiful furnitures that we have. And then we came here to America without nothing, and
Mhm.
that right there is already an amazing journey. And
Exactly.
if
Mhm.
this business can give you a little bit extra, that is not hard. That would be so much better for the family and so much better for quality time. And how do you say that? Paying off your bills and you know, your utang basically.
Correct.
Helping my mom and dad, that is amazing.
That's
Yes.
great. Like, I mean, ang imong agian gyud nga kaagi was lisod gyud, no? Kan all
Please, listen,
each of
wait,
us.
can you imagine walking, going to,
Mhm.
your job, your first job early in
Mhm.
the morning? I mean, at night, walking at night in Miami,
Yeah.
from the apartment going to, how do you say this? Makahilak mo to. Going to McDonald's,
Mhm.
without no chaperone. That's Miami. That is
Yeah.
very hard, it's very hard. And my mother's journey is even harder because I'll let her tell the story.
Mhm.
But she mopped the floors on in how do you say that, in Publix,
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
the Walmart deli.
Mhm.
She's a nurse in my mom is a nurse and my father's a nurse. My mom is a nurse in Saudi Arabia, and she came here to America doing that. We
Mhm.
all have our journeys.
Mhm. That's right. Like what I'm trying to say is kada usa nato most of us mga Pinoy nga nangari diri sa Amerika because
Mhm.
they are looking for the American dream, to better
Yeah.
our life, not only for ourselves but
Yeah.
for our family. And kada
Mm.
usa nato we go through some challenges, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And mo na nga kasagaran ingon nga we're resilient people, and I can attest to that. Okay, and Alchel here has just shared that example of resilience in us, in her, in
Yes.
every Filipino, right? And then I cannot imagine during the pandemic and you work as a nurse, that was the risk was really like taas gid ang risk at that time for people in the
Yeah.
medical field, right? So in my case, I'm a teacher, so I just stayed home, right? Do
Ayaw,
all
teacher.
the purpose, right? But still, everybody was not safe because early on the pandemic, what kabalo kung unsa to siya, okay?
Mm.
So yeah, but because of our resilience, our determination, and faith in
Mhm.
God, right? So nag-guided lang
Mm.
gihapon ta, like in the case of Alchel, it's answered prayer nga nakita niya ang opportunity of becoming an online business, right?
Mm.
As
Yes.
well as Jenny, right? So every
Mhm.
single one of us in the business community has our respective stories, our
Yes.
challenges that we went through, and thanks to the online business, somehow it helped change that path, okay, for the better, right?
Mhm.
So my next question is, you're both working, so how do you
Yeah.
make it work?
So
Yes, Jenny, would like to
so
start.
sa ako is we all have 24 hours. I don't have little kids. I don't have little kids like Alchel. So I'm a little bit having more extra time for
Mhm.
myself and for growth. Like whatever I wanted in my life. So kind of like princess. No joke.
Oh my gosh.
so
Okay.
so sa ako ang trabaho is 12-hour shift.
Mhm,
I wish we have 3 to 11, but that's not existing anymore in healthcare.
mhm.
So 12-hour shift, 7 to 7, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That's for
Technically.
early and long shift, right?
Yes, long shifts, so it worn out our legs, our body. So yes, I still have like I'm tired at the end of the shift, but then once I finish my shift in nursing,
Mhm,
oh my God, I will get the energy because I'm excited to show up in my business all the time. I
mhm,
have no idea, but I know this business is right for me and I'm willing to share it to everyone who are looking for a second stream of income. And
mhm.
this can be your plan B to start
Correct,
with, but
correct.
it will
Mhm.
become your plan A. Look at um Kuya Sok here, di ba?
Mhm.
You're a teacher, you retired, and
Yes.
now he's
Mm.
Mhm.
full-time business owner, di
Yeah.
ba? Yes. So yeah, I made time. What even though if you put your time as a like stuff to priority, you
Mhm.
always make time, no
Correct.
matter what.
Mhm, mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you have like a certain number of hours every day to work on the business, like, or it depends?
It varies. So right
Mhm,
now that I started my masters,
mhm,
I'm in school now, so I have to divide now not just my work, my life with my husband,
mhm,
and my business.
mhm.
So our business really doesn't require too much of our time. We just have to show
Exactly.
up and
Mhm.
learn. And then of
Exactly.
course, if there is some inquiries or we get leads or buyers, of course we attend to that,
Of
diba?
course. Mhm.
Yes. So, but there's automated system. There's
Correct. Correct.
24/7 running in you in the background. So you can
Correct.
spend, that's why we call it freedom of time because we
Mm.
have free time for ourselves while your business is running in the background for you.
Correct.
And yes. And that's why, guys, oh my God, what are you guys waiting for out there? Diba?
Yes. So they can just reach out to any one of us in the panel, correct?
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah, well, I
That's
asked that question because in our online business, you can do it at your own pace, and
that's
Mhm.
you can also spend how much time for it every day.
right.
So, nagdepende rin yun sa kadausan nato, right?
Yes.
On
If
Yep.
how
you
much
want more
time you
results,
spend for the
mhm,
business every day. Okay,
yep.
so Alchel, so how do you make it work? But you're still
as
working
a
and
as a busy mom and as a full-time working professional nurse,
mhm,
and also I have a husband, so I'm a
mhm,
wife, and now I'm a business owner. So yeah, that it's a lot to take in. But
mhm,
the thing is, if you all have like 2 hours a day, every day, it's fine. And then you have your schedule, if you're a nurse, of course,
mhm,
you have your schedule. You make your own schedule and then you
mhm,
send it and give it to your boss, right? Or your
mhm,
manager, nursing manager. And then they do the schedule. So you have your free time. So my free time would be Wednesdays and then Saturdays, because the
mhm,
Beyond family is on Saturdays and Wednesdays are Golden Nuggets. So
mhm,
you have this time, in one week you have that time to do your training. You have to time to like reach out to people, connect with people, in their social media, and then you have time to inspire, educate, entertain people. And
Yeah.
our posting, my goodness, I'm telling this to people, is already scheduled. So as a busy mom,
mhm,
postings are scheduled. You have, what to post, and then you just have that on, like, in a month. You can post in a month already. You can do that. What I do is whatever inspires me, like there's a quote or anything, I just put it there. And then during break time, I take a picture. This is my break time. And I'm reaching out to people already, connecting with people. Achal, ano yung kinain mo? Ano yung sa break time mo? Ano? Di ba yung mga ganyan?
of course.
It's not anymore, how to say this, chasing people anymore.
Correct.
Because remember, I'm a busy mom. I'm a loving wife. And then my time for, the house and driving. Oh my gosh, talk about driving, that is your time already. You can like put on the training and just have the training, because if
Mhm,
you calculate the driving time from point A to point B to your work,
correct. Mhm,
and then you calculate that in a month, 6 months, and a year, that's a lot of time right there. That is
correct.
already your time in the university. So if you choose wisely, right, really make use of your time. And the time you spend in Netflix, yeah, don't get me there, because that's
Yeah.
Netflix hours now is 2 hours, two
Mhm,
Yeah.
hours and a half, sometimes 3 hours, right? Because
correct.
you,
Mhm,
you you keep on going with the episodes. So
mhm.
if you use that for your training, you will go farther. You will grow farther in this business.
Yes.
That's right. So you said no chasing. We're not doing any chasing of people here. So that's the one thing that makes it work. Maski busy,
Yes,
busy
Yeah.
pa ta,
yes,
right?
yes,
Because we don't do that. All we need to do is to show up and learn, just like what Jenny said, right?
yes.
And it all depends on us how much time we spend for the business, and
Yeah.
like the pacing, it depends on us also. So that's why it
Mhm.
works. Okay, so there's no excuse that you're busy that you cannot do
Mm.
the business.
Yeah, that really, that I don't have time. People always ask
That's
me,
an
okay, in
excuse.
the Alto, what is your business? Right there. Like some people are like in my face.
Mhm,
So I tell them right now, with the Beyond family, I have this courage now. I am introvert person, so
mhm,
but I have now that courage. It's like memorizing, biblical scriptures,
mhm,
somebody, and then you just blurt it out. It's the same thing. You
mhm,
just say that answer, and then you caught that person attention. And then when they finally said, oh, it's a business, I don't have time. Oh,
mhm,
that right there really like cringe me, because listen, if you say you don't have time, that means you have time. And then they say, what did
mhm.
you say? Yes, we all have time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's time management. Like it's time
Mhm.
Right,
management.
right.
So like um to those who are watching us right now and then claim sila nga they're not tech savvy and no experience, what are you gonna tell them?
Oh my. I'm not a tech savvy. I'm not
Oh
a tech
my god.
savvy,
Tell
guys.
them,
I'm
Jenny. What
not
did I
tech
tell them?
savvy. I rather write my stuff on in my paper rather
Mhm,
than making notes in my computer. So learning here, is not easy for me, but because of our training that they provide us, oh
Mhm.
my god, step by step,
Yeah.
Mhm.
video based. You just have to
Mhm.
follow in the video what they're
Mhm.
showing.
Mhm.
And yes, guys, that's how I learn. And then now I learn how to do live with a little background right here.
Yes. Yeah, you're
Oh
right.
my god. So yes, we do learn a lot here, and I truly loves this business. I cannot
That-
just express how lovely
Mhm.
it is.
There's actually a lot of resources to learn from, right?
Yes.
And we can use them in applying to our respective businesses. At the same time, an
Mhm.
opportunity to uh, personally make us grow as well, right? Personal growth.
Yes.
That's like what
Personal
Alton
growth.
said. She's an introvert person, but because
Mhm.
of the business, she's able to overcome it. I mean,
Y-
she's able to come out of her comfort zone. It's a process.
Yes.
I'm also in that process also because I'm also an introverted type of person, right?
Oh, look at
I
you.
I did my first video when I get into the business, right?
Yeah.
Wa gikog
Wow.
video sa Facebook before. Dili na lang pag
Gibong na imong mga amigo, gamiga dito sa Pilipinas.
yes.
Ano sila? Again, wow.
Okay, amo nga at first katong bago pa ko sa business, natingala gyud sila, "Unsa mo gini imong what are you doing nga mo nikalit man lang kuan
Oo
diha
nga.
sa Facebook ana." Kay I did not because after some time na diha na ko'y Facebook, murag I didn't see the point of posting anymore. What for?
Right.
Right? I still get to catch up with friends sa mga chat groups, sa family with chat groups,
Messenger.
but
Mhm.
kanang daily postings of pictures, murag, I didn't see the point anymore of doing it for a very long time. So
Mhm.
para kung na-dormant ba at some point
Mhm. Mhm.
until I joined the business. So dito na ko
Yeah.
nibalik and then that's when I learned to uh, face my fear of uh, facing the camera and do something like this, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's a fear that I'm still in the process of overcoming it, right? So
Mhm.
just like Alcho said, nga introvert siya, so somehow murag mahistan said to do something like this, but because of the business with all the trainings that we get access from, the mentoring and the coaching that we get from
Yeah.
mentors and coaches, we get all this help to overcome all those fears. All right. So it is
Right.
not only uh, an
Savvy.
opportunity to for financial freedom or financial blessings, but also an opportunity for us to grow personally. Right.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that very wonderful sharing of your thoughts in regard to that fear from people who are still on the fence, like watching us, and
Yes.
they might be not tech savvy or walang experience
Mhm.
sa business. All of us, most of us, are we're there also, right? And we're
Yeah.
here right now because we tried, okay, and everything was made clear to us once we were inside the business
Mhm.
community.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so how has life been with you guys since becoming an online business owner? Musta man ating mga kinabuhi?
Oh. Oh,
Yes.
you go ahead. I'll chill first.
Yes, Alcha.
Well, after becoming a business owner, like, I did the process. I did the first of the training.
Mhm.
I was like, first, I told Jenny, how do I do this? I'm not tech savvy, right? So
Mhm.
in our training, there is a step by step process. It's like baking a cake. Number one, what you should do, you need your tools. Number
Mhm.
two, and then there's ingredients, right? So
Yes.
I
Mhm.
love, I love it because I would say I don't know. You cannot say I don't know how to do this because it's already there, where
Correct.
to
Mhm.
go, what,
Right.
especially if you don't know how to use the computer. For example, it's your first time using a cell phone and a computer. I mean, a laptop, there is also a thing over there.
Correct.
So I
Mhm.
love it because as I go forward, I now know how to create a QR code
Mm.
in my business.
Correct. Mhm.
And then the
Same
Gen
here.
Alpha, my kids already, like, they're always in social media. So I was
Mhm.
like, this is amazing because our business, we can teach. both worlds, people who don't know anything about technology and people who are already in technology. They can teach us, like my kids are now teaching me, this is how you do it, mama, this is how you do it. I was
Mhm.
like, and they are not even in the training. My kids, I have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old. And I was like, this is amazing because this business can be in both worlds. And
Mhm.
from that time, I was like, okay, um, it, during the beginning until now, I've seen myself grow, you know, I've seen myself grow in knowledge, grow in the business, and
Mhm.
also grow in relationships with strangers. I'm an
Mhm.
introverted person, and
Yes.
as an introvert, I'm always in my bubble, in my safe space.
Correct. Correct.
And
Mhm.
like Kuya Sok, right? I don't
No.
know him. He just invited someone for an interview, and here we are having the interview. And this is amazing because you
Mhm.
are connecting with people like you, like-minded people,
Mhm.
and you are, how do you say this, sharing your stories, sharing your journey, and then a lot of us here can become friends, can become long time lifelong friends, right?
Correct.
Encouraging and learning together. That is something you don't get from anywhere right now. You don't get that from the workplace. I
Mhm.
think after 12-hour shift you go home, that's it.
That's
Yeah, because you need to
Right?
have
Here in the business,
time for
we
yourself.
we
Mhm.
yeah, we are, it's amazing. It's just amazing. My journey for 4 years, going 5 years now, is
Mhm.
is it's amazing. I would say that.
That's great. So another thing also is the sense of community.
Yes.
So
Mhm. Yes.
We are now
it's
280,000 in the community.
globally, yeah. And then
Yes.
you just said something about it's not a worry if you're not tech savvy because there are people in this business also have more knowledge in technology who are also willing to share their knowledge
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
there's no hesitation to do that because of the sense of community. There's not competition at all.
No, there's no competition. It's
Mhm.
actually a plug and play business. You're
Correct.
busy,
Mhm.
you just plug yourself in, and then you learn, and then you go do your life. It's not
Mhm.
really a hassle in your lifestyle. You
Mhm.
can keep your lifestyle, right,
Yeah.
and do the business. And also, it's a basically a copy paste thing. You
Correct.
copy everybody doing, and then
That's
you
correct.
you have results.
Yes.
Right.
That's true.
Okay, thank you, Alchel. So let's move on to Jenny. How has life been with you, Jen, since
Okay.
becoming an
So
online
since
business
I
owner?
started, oh, sorry. So
Really,
since
it's
I
okay.
started my since I started my digital business, I learned a lot and I've changed a lot. I'm more grounded now, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen my purpose in life
That's great.
clearly. Yes, I do have clarity now, guys. Oh my
Mhm.
god. So yes, I know what I'm gonna do now, and I know where I'm heading from. And so with this digital business, guys, it's tax season na, di ba?
Mhm.
So
That's
guys,
right
this is
now.
the number one. Oh my god, I cannot say it, but I'm so blessed because without this business,
Mhm.
we gonna pay huge in our
Mhm.
tax,
Mm.
I
even though we're
totally agree
minus
to that.
money
Mhm.
already,
Mhm.
diba? So I'm so blessed. That's just one benefits of owning our digital business, and that I've been availing so far since I started my business.
Mhm.
And then aside from that, our commissions, of course, it's there, guys. Receiving those checks in the mail that you're
Mhm.
not expecting. That
Mhm.
I thought it's only like, especially in the beginning when you're very new, it's like you
Mhm.
receive like, oh, I received my check. You received two first, and then suddenly, oh, there's more. Wow. So yes, and then, your earning is not just what, 25 bucks like what
Mhm.
before. I used to work in what is that called? Market America, I think. So that was
Mhm.
another, something online or makeup stuff. And
Mhm.
I had to sell that products to someone else in order
Mhm.
to earn something like $12 or $5. But our business, guys, is high ticket. high
Correct.
ticket. That means we earn like a nursing pay
Yeah.
in
Mm.
one day for our 12 days, diba? 14 days, 2 weeks
Yes. Mhm.
at ang pay. So yes, so can you imagine that if you help two and you help two people in one day and then you get that five figures, guys. Five figures.
That's right.
'Di ba? It's you can do that. You can
Mhm.
do more actually if you want to
Correct.
work
Mhm.
harder and we can provide that strategy to you as well. You
Of
just
course.
have to
Mhm.
be willing to do it, 'di ba? So yes, and now guys, oh my god. So it's not just that I also start building. So because of our digital business, I was able to like, help my family back home. I bought
Mm.
them a condominium and I'm so
Wow.
blessed for that.
Mhm.
Um, aside from that, I am building a house and lot in the Philippines. I am looking
Wow. That's
forward to
great.
finish it
Mhm.
this October this year. So
Mhm.
hopefully, God willing, it will continue. And the beach
That's great.
resort is
Mhm.
supposed to be with Alchiel and me, but yes,
Yay.
but I still have big dreams to do. So if God
Mm.
willing, we keep growing our business in that
Correct.
way,
Mhm.
I would love to help the students in Gunob Elementary School
Mhm.
where I went to school there, where I have
Mhm.
nothing. Dili ko
Mm.
mohilak ha.
Ayaw, ayaw, naghilakay, lisod na. Hindi na ko, magsige na taghilak.
Sa elementary man gud naglisod man gud ko ato sa una, but that school is the one that makes me grow. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Yay!
Mhm.
So I
That's
would
great.
love to help them in the future. Once my
That's
business
great.
is keep
Mhm.
growing, yes,
Correct.
that's where my money goes.
Yeah, like you want to grow the business, but the way for you to do that is to help others,
Mm.
Yes,
right?
guys,
Okay.
we need to have a good intention.
Exactly.
Good
And that
intention.
and this business gives that opportunity to do that, right?
Yes.
And then you mentioned
Mm.
about tax write-off. You just said about uh,
Yes, tax
like
write-off.
you just answered some people's question about is it a scam or is it legit? Yes, it's legit because we are federally tax registered, right?
That's
We
right.
can claim tax for tax write-off for whatever expenses we have in our online business,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
So
Right.
Yes.
tax being federally tax registered, that means we are legit. So
Mhm.
Yes.
those who are uh, skeptical because whether it's is it a scam or is it legit, this is legit. We are federally tax registered. Jenny just said something about tax write-off, and she's um, excited about that. All of
Yes.
us who are in the business are, I mean, that's something that we also are finding good about the business.
Mm.
Okay. So the tax write-off, among other things. Right. So now we're about to end our Go Live. And then
Yeah.
what are you going to tell our audience?
I'll share.
Yes.
Take take
What are
the
you going to
leap
tell
of
them?
faith and trust your gut feeling. If you are
Mhm.
a woman and a wife who has an unsupportive husband,
Mhm.
or if you have a lot of kids and you don't know what to do, because that was me, getting that extra income instead of trading your time for money, over time. That is not really the way to go anymore, because there is this business, this online business, that really gives us that extra, extra, extra that
Mhm.
we need, as a wife, as a mother, and then as also a full-time working professional,
Mhm.
because it is really good. This is good business. It's also a blessing. You can also be a blessing to others.
Correct.
Share
Yes.
the
Mhm.
word, take the leap of faith, trust your
Yes.
gut feeling.
Yes.
You said it right, Alchel. So how can they reach you, Alchel?
You can reach me by my website at www.alchelheralde.com.
Right. Thank you so much, Alchel. How about you, Jenny? What are we going to tell them?
Oh, if you guys have a dream and you don't know where to start on your first steps, just reach out to Koyosok, Alchel, or me, and we will
Mhm.
help you and show you that there is a way to your success here in our digital world. And we have a lot of options. We have, it depends on you guys. We will show you options to where
Mhm.
you want to start. It's not
Mhm.
gonna break your bank. It's just try it. All I can say
Yes.
is just try it. Pay that 149 to begin with, and then if you need to watch though, you need to watch
Mhm.
the video, because if you really are intended, or if you are really want to start your own digital business, you make time to watch that 90 minutes webinar. In
Mhm.
that way, you know where you are heading, and then you can pay 149, and then there is more videos so
Mhm.
that you can have those information all about our business. And then if you
Mhm.
don't want it, you can get your money back. There's
That's
Mhm.
correct.
no lose there, but you will gain information about us. Diba,
Correct.
Kuya?
Exactly.
You know,
Isn't it right?
one thing I love about this business, we have replays for busy
Yeah.
moms, yeah, for
Mhm.
busy professionals. If you're a busy, you know, stay at home mom, we're still
Mhm.
busy, of course, we're doing chores, but there is always a replay. And I
That's
love that,
correct.
you
Yeah.
know, it in year 2026 already. And that is amazing. It's a plug and play business.
That's right. So, going back to you, Jenny, like, how can they reach you?
Oh, just message me in Lynn Kraponek, or you can also register to our website at jennyderek.com.
Right. Thank you so much, Jenny. So, to those who
Yeah.
are uh, busy professionals and you are looking for some extra income, especially those who are near retirement, it is a smart move for you to start your own online business. Any one of us in the panel can help you with that. So all you need to do is to reach out to any of us by or maybe register on our websites. My website is www.saklamucha.digital.com. Alcha just said her website a while ago, as well as Jenny. So thank you so much, guys, for being with us tonight. Johnny, Orlen, and Aljo, thank you so much for being with me tonight.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
guys.
much.
Having a great time with you
So,
guys.
our
Thank you.
pleasure to be here. Thank
Thank
And
you
thank
you.
you
also.
for the
Thank you.
invite. Marami pong
Thank you
salamat.
also. Thank you so much also for joining me. Okay. All
Thank you
right.
so
God
much,
bless.
Kuya.